Is it started?
Yes.
Okay, right. Guys, we're here with the deck profile. GHQ Irregulars, because they're good. Worth Leader Ordnance is my starter. Grade 0, obviously. Act, GB1. Counterblast 1. Put it into the Soul. Soul Charge 2 and draw a card. I don't get why it's GB1. Because the time you would do it anyway is if you had 6 or more cards in Soul. And that's when you would pretty much stride anyway. So they've added that restriction for no reason at all. Next, we have 4 Monochrome of Nightmare Land. This stun trigger's good. It's not once per turn, because that's fair. It's you put it on top of your deck if it's on rearguard. You shuffle your deck, Soul Charge 1. If the number of cards in your soul is 6 or more, you unflip 1. And if the face-up cards and the number of cards in your soul is 10 or more, you draw 1. So if you draw into this with its own effect, you can activate it again. More soul charging, more drawing. Filter through your deck, always good.
Always good indeed.
4 Dark Nightmare Land. I hardly ever use his skill, but it does come in handy when I'm like 1 soul off or something like that. It's just the usual rearguard act, put it into soul, choose up to one of my units, it gains 3k. Can be useful. 4 crit, just generic ones because we need other crits, and crits are good in the deck. 4 new heal because I like the artwork, and it's just a generic heal. Next we play 1 Alluring Succubus. I only run 1 because I play other stuff and it can be useful, but I don't always need that extra 1 soul. 2 Doormaster, because Doormaster's good. Rearguard, start of the beginning main phase, they have to corner the turn before, and then the next turn you get effect off, but it's a delayed Soul Charge 3 technically, because at the beginning of your main phase, you put it into Soul and Soul Charge 2. Very, very useful. If your opponent's on 7k Vanguard, you attack with this rearguard, attack with Vanguard, and then you can stand this if you get stand trigger, or it's just extra pressure, and then you can Soul Charge next turn if your opponent doesn't kill it. Next we play 3 Creepers, because Soul Charging a 1 or 2 by getting rid of this from drop zone from the Soul into drop zone is always good. Basically it's a Soul Blast to Soul Charge 2 technically. So you're getting your Soul by +1, the turn uses effect. So this is obviously the main card you want to ride.
Yeah, it's a good +1.
Yep. Next, 4 Stride Enablers. Succubus of Pure Love, obviously you want to run this. I don't get why you wouldn't run this in any deck. It's obviously just so good because you don't want to discard all your grade 3s unless you're Dimensional Rebels. So you run this in pretty much every deck.
Yep.
4 Perfect Garden Flippers. This deck barely ever has rearguards. And if they do, your opponent kills them off anyway. So there's no point in running the old ones. Unless you like the art. But I like the unflip. We don't really use more than 2 counterblasts anyway because of monochrome. But it does come in handy and it can be useful.
And unless you're a mon.
Grade 2s. 3 Psychic of Dust Isaiah. During your turn, basically it's the Doreen clone if you're in Legion and if it's on rearguard. But grade 2. So yeah, that's good because we run the good grade 3 Legion with this guy. So you Soul Charge 5 in a turn, he gains +15 if he's on rearguard. We only run 3 because we need numbers and there are better options like Scoremaker. When it's boosted, Counterblast 1, Soul Charge 2 and gains 5k. So this guy on his own with a trigger behind him, if you're bad in calling triggers, he is 19k. So you may has a guard with 10k if you use his skill either way, and you Soul Charge 2. So all the Soul Charge is always good.
Yep.
Next, Flawless Succubus. Works on Vanguard or Rearguard. I only have the rare one.
Yep.
But it looks pretty, it's good effect, and you need to run it.
It's always good.
Especially at 4. Grade 3s, the good Legion with that guy.
Oh yeah.
Legion 20,000 obviously. Counterblast 2, when the unit attacks Vanguard if it's in Legion. If cards in your soul is 10 or more, you choose 2 of your opponent's rear guards and retire them. If it's 15 or more, you choose 1 more. So you choose 15 in total if your soul's 15. You choose 3 rear guards in total if your soul is 15 or more.
Yep.
Totally fair, right?
Yeah, it is quite fair.
And act once per turn. You Soul Blast a card. You Persona Blast a Soul Blast a card with the same name on Vanguard. So that can, if you're in Legion, that counts for the grade 2 as well. And then you Soul Charge 5. So basically, that's why you've got 7 cards in total that will let you Soul Charge 5.
Pretty sick.
Yep, and if you're not in Legion, you can just Soul Blast this guy if you got him in with another effect anyway. Next, MVP of the deck, Scarlet Vampire. Like all G decks, this deck works by him, makes it Soul Charging so much easier. GB2 skill, 10k, if your Soul's 10 or more, 6 or more, he gains 10k, and if your Soul's 10 or more, gains a crit. I hardly ever use that skill, but it does come handy if you're ever stuck for Stride, or anything like that. Stride skill, you Counterblast 1 during the turn when you do unit Stride, you pay the cost. Soul Charge 2, choose one of your Vanguards and it gets a skill of. When this unit attacks a Vanguard, if the number of cards in your Soul 6 or more, your opponent chooses one of their rear guards to retire. So obviously very good because your opponent's going to pretty much always be retiring whenever you stride.
Yep.
Counterblasting this deck's easy. Next, we run 4 of the good Legion Stride, sorry.
Yeah.
The good rare one. Love Tempest, Kiss, Kill, Lyra. Normal just stride. When this unit attacks, hits a Vanguard, Soul Charge 2. If the number of cards in your Soul 6 or more, draw a card. I must mention that this effect isn't optional, so don't be careful using her if you're low damage, if you're low cards in the deck. Next, 4 of the best card ever to exist in Dark Irregulars. 4 Jody Ray. Because Glory for only 10 cards in Soul is fair. I know, you need 15 cards in Soul for Glory, but he gains it's a 36k for only having 10 cards in Soul. And if you've got 2 face-up GU cards in your G-Zone, he gains an extra crit as well.
And if you have 15 cards in Soul, you can't go girls and higher, right, Ethan?
I said that.
Yeah, Glory.
Basically, you're always going to go into Kiss, Kill, Lyra be first. You're going to stride, Soul Charge 2 with the skill, attack. If it hits, you Soul Charge another 2, you draw 1. The starter skill, you put them into Soul Charge 2. Basically, this deck runs so that you can get Jody Ray's second effect off, second turn that you stride. So the deck does have problems with low hand, but if you're good, you'll be able to make it live anyway. And that's been it. Make sure to like the main official Geeks Headquarters Facebook and also the Team GHQ Facebook channel. There you can talk to us about ideas for videos or how to make the videos better. But yeah, that's it, guys, and that's out. Bye.